Hey, okay, so this is the projectile motion homework, and I'm going to teach you how to do everything on the calculator. So I have a little code here. Whenever the question asks for the maximum, it's going to be menu 6-3, okay? So if it says find the maximum of the ball, you plug in this equation into graph. So before I start, I always click dock, followed by the letter B, and then that clears the screen. Then you click the calculator button, and this alternates between graph and calculator. So I want to do graph. And so I'm going to type in the negative 16x squared plus 90x. Enter. And I want to get a better screen. So what I do is I click menu. I have it down here. And a way for the calculator to auto-fit it for you, meaning it's going to choose a good fit, you click menu 4 followed by the letter A, and you're going to see it kind of zoom out. So I want to find the maximum, so I'm going to click menu 6-3, menu 6-3. Get the dotted lines a bit to the left, so the maximum appears to be right here. So I'm going to go to the left of there, hit enter. Run the mouse over to the right of it, hit enter, and then you can see the maximum. So if you hover over the maximum, you see the little graspy hand. Click control graspy hand. It grasps that number, and then you can move it over, hit enter, and it places it at a more convenient spot. So now you can see that the maximum is, okay, by the way, here's one more code. The x coordinate will always be your time, and the y coordinate will always be your height. So if it's asking for, so that's your x and that's your y, if it's asking for the maximum height, you're going to be using this number. So it's going to be 127, and that will be your answer for part A. Number 1 is 127. So now if it says how many seconds will it take to reach the ground, look at my code here. Reach the ground is menu 61, which is your 0. So same graph, right here it's going to reach the ground. This is the peak, this is where it starts, this is where it hits the ground. So to reach the ground, menu 61, go to the left. So it appears right here that it's going to hit the ground. So you're going to go to the left of it, hit enter. To the right of where it hits the ground, hit enter. And again, it's a little hard to see, so I'm going to hover over it with the mouse pad, click control, this button with the graspy hand. That, you can see that the hand now snapped it shut, and just move it a little bit below. So now you can clearly see that that's a 5.63, so we're going to say at 5.63 seconds, it hit the ground. And that's just using your calculator, okay? Dock B to clear everything. Then we're going to go on to number 2. Okay, so we're going to go on to number 2, which is the apple. It's a little hard to see, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to type in the equation here. So the apple equation, click this graph button to switch graphs, and then you're going to get the equation in. So the equation is negative 16x squared plus 64x plus 80. Enter. And the question says maximum. So our maximum formula is menu 63. But before I do that, I'm going to do the auto fit so that I can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to go menu 4 followed by the letter A. And then you can see how it zooms out. I want to find the maximum. The maximum is menu 6-3, menu 6-3. To the left of it, enter. To the right of it, hit enter. And now you can see the maximum. Remember the maximum, if I want to grasp it, control, graspy hand, go down, enter. Time is always the x coordinate, height is always the y coordinate, so I want the y coordinate, so that's going to be 144. And I think you're starting to get the idea. I'll do one more. So part B is how many seconds to reach the ground. Reach the ground is your 0, menu 6-1, menu 6-1. It hits the ground right here, so I'm going to go to the left, to the right, and you can see right there that it says 5-0. So at 5 seconds, it reaches the ground. Okay. Number 3 is the same, so I won't repeat number 3, but I will go to the back page. And again, you're going to see something interesting with number 4, where it says the 6-foot-tall person. So whenever you want to reach a certain height, here's my code. You're going to do menu 64, but this time we're going to do an F1 and an F2. So F1, you're going to type in your equation. F2, you're going to do that certain height. So it says a 6-foot-tall person, so we're going to make the second equation a 6. So to clear the screen, we click Doc B. That clears the whole screen. Go to graph, and I'm on number 4 with the penny. So I'm going to type in negative 16x squared plus 1250, enter. But the certain height is 6, so I'm going to click tab, right here, tab, followed by the number 6. Right there, you see F2, 6, and then I'm going to hit enter. And what I want to do is find the intersection where the red and blue line meet, and that's going to be menu 64. So menu 6, you can see intersection is number 4, and I'm going to go a little bit to the left of where they appear to meet. I'm going to go to the right of where they appear to meet, and I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to use the graspy hand, control graspy hand, move it down, hit enter, so you can see they meet at, the question it says how long would it take? It's asking for time. Time is always the x coordinate, don't forget. And so your answer is going to be 8.82 because that's the intersection. So if it's a certain height, this will also be like number 14 will be similar. You can't see it, but if you look at your page, so Doc B to clear it. And number 14 is go to graph. Negative 16x squared plus 101x plus 10, enter. Click tab to get the second one. The height of the person is 14, so you're going to get the 14 here. Hit enter. Notice it doesn't show up. I'm going to do the auto menu for A. Then it zooms out, and now I want to find where they intersect. Intersect, where they reach a certain height, is menu 64. To the left of where it appears to intersect. To the right of where it appears to intersect. Graspy hand, control graspy hand, move it, enter. So the question is at 6.27 seconds.